you check the children? You're a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Sometimes. That is what
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Bienvenidos, Freak fans. Welcome to the Horror Show. I'm Jaime and Fuego, and doing attempt number 2. I'm not number 2, but yeah, so this is one that was supposed to be a review that was on the channel a couple days ago for last weekend's new Blumhouse PG-13 release entitled The Woman in the Yard, but we had some audio issues, so I'm going to give some thoughts about it again, but despite a few additional days for rumination and seeing people blast this movie, seeing people praise this movie. It's been very divisive, ironically enough, but I'm still pretty much in the same camp that I thought that The Woman in the Yard, and you get this vibe from the trailer especially, is a excellent setup for a thriller, for a horror film, you know, especially the mystery of it all. Very simple, but very effective in the fact that you have this family, there is a tragedy that has befallen them, a very important person is no longer with them, unfortunately. So you've got mother at this remote farmhouse along with her older son and then the younger daughter. It's very remote, and she's like all messed up in like a cast and can barely walk and stuff, going through recovery. The car is smashed up, so there's obviously a significant accident that happened. And all of a sudden this woman shows up, and it's trying to just basically peel away those onion layers and whatnot and get to, you know, the core and then the mystery of it all and everything. But I don't think it really knew where the hell it wanted to go, or if it was trying to be deliberately ambiguous. I've seen a lot of people saying they think it's ambiguous. I personally am not of the camp that falls into that variety, but you know, film is subjective and interpretive, and that's what makes it so interesting and so fun and everything. But you know, really good performances from the three family members, and also once we start to get a little bit more info about this this woman in the yard, all four of these characters are very solid in their performances. But once again, it just boils down to the story. Couldn't figure out how it wanted to end it. I don't like the way that they ended it. I think it's pretty straightforward, even though some people seem to think that it's, you know, very ambiguous, whatever. Anyway, so I've pretty much touched on a lot of the story already, because it is a very simple story in the fact that it is trying to figure out the nature of this woman once she finally shows up. But some of the best points in this film, though, are back to the acting, as I mentioned. The mom and her strained relationship with her older son, who is frustrated with mom not paying attention to the bills and, you know, processing her grief in a different fashion than him. You know, the power gets shut off. She's snapping at both of them while, you know, they're doing annoying things. Like the daughter is being homeschooled, and she keeps writing her R's the wrong way. And, you know, at first she, you know, instructs her about it, and then she just keeps doing it, and the tension rises, the aggravation gets amplified and everything. The son is ticked off. He's like throwing a rubber ball at the wall when they're just stuck at one point, and she's snapping at him, getting ticked off. So just the fact that they are kind of almost bunker movie-ish, trapped in this one location and don't know how to deal with this woman. But you can tell, as in the trailers, that the mom has a feeling that you know, she knows a little bit more about what's going on, and she's kind of keeping that concealed from the kids. As far as the filmmaking goes, this is, you know, the name of the director eludes me, but it's the same person that did The Shallows. And just like with that film, you know, which had Mrs. Reynolds, the lovely Ms. Blake Lively in the shark film, this flick is just tremendously shot, and I obviously don't know the cinematographer either, but they do so much as far as like building and ratcheting tension with a singular location, and just going out to like a couple dilapidated areas, because at one point the woman in the yard does mention, oh, it's a fixer-upper, huh? Well, you still got a lot of work to do, because it is a rundown property. And whether it's how they shoot some scenes that are in like the I don't know, like little shed area, which is off to the side of the main home, or, you know, just some bits in the attic that they do in the third act. Like, it is wonderfully shot, and it is eerie and just kind of tense and stuff. But I'm just going to keep circling back to my biggest complaint about the fact that I did not like the script, and how, you know, once again, it just didn't really know how to stick the landing, at least in my personal estimation. If you disagree with me, that's obviously the nature of creativity and how we react and interpret to art. I've seen a lot of people who are on my side and a lot of other people who just shout out to Lee from Drum Dums. He loved this movie from what I understand. So, but the one thing that I will say is it was nice to have a PG-13 Blumhouse film that was not like that awful AI one that I can't even remember. That had dude from Harold and Kumar in it. His name is eluding me at this particular point, unfortunately. Afraid, that's what it was, yeah. So it's not Afraid. It's not freaking Imaginary. I mean, I didn't think Night Swim was as terrible as a lot of other people were making it out to be. But yeah, it's not as terrible as a lot of other PG-13 silliness that Blumhouse likes to go peddle about. So it's going to be in theaters, at least for another week or two, I would imagine. It did a lot better at the box office than Death of a Unicorn did. So, hey, what can you say as far as two genre flicks, one from A24 and one from Blumhouse coming out the same weekend? And Woman in the Yard fared better, even if it just didn't resonate with me quite as much as I had hoped. So that's going to do it, peeps. I have been Fuego, and thanks once again. We're here at the Phoenix Film Festival, International Horror Sci-Fi Film Festival. We're going to be here through this weekend. It goes through April 6th. Find your new favorite flick, everybody. All kinds of cool, spooky stuff going down. A big celebration of genre here. And yeah, that's going to do it. So I've been Fuego. Y'all have been Rad Status. And until next time, Freight fans, remember, stay scared.